What's up? What's up? It's Utubezfinest in the house, chilling with Unc. Yo, today, story time number 3. I'm gonna be talking to you today about priorities. And as I do with most of my stories, I usually give you a little something from the Bible to to help you to understand where I'm coming from. So the Bible says the Bible consistently stresses that God should be the priority focus of one's life, with verses like Matthew 6:33, seek first his kingdom and his righteousness. So remember, before anything, seek God first. Before you do anything else in life, have God to be your center of everything. And then um, you have spiritual growth, family, and then serving others. All right, so off the top, I just want to tell you, always go to God, count on God before you do anything, any decisions, whatever. Go through God first. So I just wanted to tell y'all that off the top. But I'm going to be speaking about priorities. And basically, the priorities are um, different things that we deal with in life. Uh, and I'm speaking from personal experience. So I'm not judging anybody. And like I said in my other videos, I'm no psychiatrist, no doctor, nothing like that. I'm speaking from personal experience. And I'm speaking and hoping that I can be able to touch somebody. I can be able to help somebody in some kind of way, a good way. So, uh, priorities. So as far as life here on the earth, like I'm gonna give you some examples. Uh, Me personally, growing up, I was a basketball fanatic. Like I loved basketball, and uh, it was one of my top priorities. But looking back at it, it shouldn't have been because I neglected other things that was important trying to get to that basketball court. And once you get of a certain age, you look back on your life and you realize that choices and decisions that you made, you wish you can go back and change them, but you can't. But my plan is to try to talk to other people, younger people, uh, people with less experience maybe, and people even my age. I mean, I can people can all type of ages, and people can relate to different things. But I'm hoping that I can be able to touch somebody. I can be able to encourage somebody to, you know, to turn their lives around and get back on a more straighter path instead of having to go through hurdles and speed bumps unnecessary. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Basketball. Um, I seen a time where uh, uh, I went to work, and as soon as I got off of work, before I even went home and got rest, I hear about something going on at the basketball court, a tournament or something going on. And before I go home and take care of anything in the house, before I get my rest, knowing I got to go back to work that night, I'm out. I'm off to the basketball court. And then sometimes I be so beat up from being exhausted, I wind up missing work the next day, or either I go into work tired, exhausted. Priorities. It's because I didn't, you know, do the things that I should have did. So, and I see it a lot with young people, and I did it myself. But it's something that I'm not judging you, but you got to get things in order. Like I hear people say, like the birthday coming up, right? Oh, Yeah, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday weekend. So people will take the whole weekend off for their birthday, but you know that your rent is coming up and you're going to be needing that paycheck to take care of your rent. But priorities, like, it was more important to go in and celebrate your birthday and basically get broke the whole weekend, and now your rent coming up or your bill coming up due, and you got to try to call around, try to figure out how you gonna get it paid. Now, don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm not judging you. I'm telling you, I've been in some of these same situations. But it's things that we have to do. Like, we have to grow from this. Like, we can't do it this way. We can't do it this way. We got to make sure that our priorities is in line first. And then if there's, whatever extra to play, to mess around or whatever like that, then you do it that way. But even down to that, I would say from personal experience, like, take more time trying to save money, because you never know when a rainy day is going to come. I try to tell my kids now, like, like my son, he have a car. I said, son, listen, everything is good now, but you working and you blowing through your money. And here's the thing, you don't want to be in a position where your car break down and you got to miss work because you don't have no money saved to be able to take care of a repair or something like that. Or, you don't want to be in that type of situation. And I've been there. Because I was the type, spend, and then think about everything later on. Instead of going to take care of my priorities, and then what I have left, spend. I was spending a lot of times, especially in my younger years, and then all of this stuff will pile up, and then I'm running around like a chicken with his head cut off trying to figure, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? It's priorities. You have to make sure that you handle your business first, and like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm not judging anybody. I've been there. I've been through it. I made these mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. Running around and trying to keep up with everybody else, and like, no, you have to make some changes in your life if you want to grow, if you want to be prosperous. If you don't want to have to take the long way in life, like, if you prioritize, you will see, I guarantee you will see yourself moving a lot further ahead, quicker than, when you're not prioritizing in your life. Like when you just freelancing and just, robbing Peter to pay Paul, so to speak. That's what old folks used to say. That means, you taking from one bill to try to pay another bill, when in reality you working and you had the means to take care of everything that you need to take care of. But you're messing around. You're wasting money. You're wasting your time and you're wasting your money. Like taking a whole weekend off to go to the club. Like that's wasting. You missing money. You're missing opportunities. And like I said, I'm speaking because I want to be able to help. Like, a lot of people don't have people in their life that's willing to have these conversations like this. And then there's a lot of young people that don't want to listen. Also. You have to be willing to listen. And even as an older person, you are never too old to learn something new. And I found this out myself. Like, I'm still learning things at age 52. I'm still learning. I'm still figuring out things. But a lot of things I have figured out, but it took me a lot of time to do it. So I'm speaking and I'm hoping that I can talk to somebody else, some young person, some middle-aged person, or anybody that can just, you know what, I ain't think about it that way. Let me go in and try to turn some things around. Like, you don't want to be in a situation where you're in need, and because you didn't prioritize, like you was constantly borrowing money from people so you can take care of stuff that you should have already taken care of, and now you're in a major situation and you need help, and all the doors are closing. Nobody want to help you. I've been there. You don't want to wind up in that situation like that, and it's easy to get in a situation like that, especially when you have people that's always willing to, oh, here you go. Whenever you have a problem, here you go, here you go, here you go. After a while, that's going to get played out. And it may be at a crucial time in your life where you really need that help. And the problem is that what caused that is a lot of times in our mind, we start to think, well, I ain't worrying about it. I always can go to mom to get this, or I always can go to get it from Uncle so-and-so. Like, I'm going to go on to spend this because I can always go and get it from this source or that source. Listen, you can't live your life like that. You can't live your life like that, because what's going to happen, you're going to find yourself in a serious bind, really needing that money, and the door's going to be closed. And you may find yourself losing your vehicle, losing something that's important to you. Like I said, I'm speaking from personal experience. Like, I made serious mistakes, and I'm only trying to talk and trying to encourage people so that they can avoid some of the mistakes that I made, and so that they can live life more prosperous, and and have something. You want to be, especially for a young person, like, you want to be 52 years old and have all of your ducks in a row. You want to have your bills paid. You want to have money saved. Like, you want to have something. You don't want to be, of age like that, and don't want to, be in a situation where, like, you don't have, or you don't have nothing, or you have little to nothing. You don't want to be in a situation like that. So that's why I'm out here talking and trying to give encouragement, and I'm hoping that I can gain more followers. I'm hoping that I can keep your attention. I'm hoping that y'all stay locked in with me, and I'm hoping that I can encourage. I'm hoping that I can help somebody, because like I said in my previous videos, like, back in my time, we had uncles, we had the people that would talk to us about things, even though some things the older folks, they didn't know, like finances and saving. Like, they didn't know a lot about that type stuff, so they only could teach us what they knew. So my generation, like, we grew up just learning as we go, and I'm pretty sure me and a lot of others, like, we made a lot of mistakes, but I'm here hoping that the next generation can avoid some of these mistakes and can be able to live life, more productively, and more solid. That's my plan. I hope that everybody can, be good. But I just wanted to come and reach out. I said I wanted to get some footage over here, this little park over here, but I can't really see too well over this way. But this is a pretty place, and I said I'm gonna start coming out here and shooting some of my videos. I wanted y'all to be able to hear me when I came out here and I did my set. But I'm hoping and praying that I can encourage somebody. I want y'all to see the waterfall. Hope y'all can see it, 'cause I can't see nothing on here. I got the sun glare. But I'm hoping that I can encourage somebody, that I can help somebody, and to help somebody's life be a little bit smoother and a whole lot better. But pretty much that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to hit y'all with a quick video. Like I said, I want to thank you again for tuning in. I thank you for keep coming back. I thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for all your comments. Whenever I see them, I'm gonna try to hit you back, let you know that I acknowledge you and I appreciate you, and I love you and I appreciate your support. But until the next time, love, peace, and blessings. That's period.